What trinket did you choose? Thank you for tuning into my channel, guys. This is the beautiful trinket reading, and I'm using the most magical cards today. They are the Cosmic Dancer deck. It's one of my favorite decks, so I'm going to do the whole reading with this deck today. Now, the first card here has the beautiful trinket of the snowflake, and for those who haven't tuned in before, I welcome you to my channel, and for those who have, welcome back. So the first card, if you went with that, is with this beautiful snowflake. Check, oops, where's my camera? There. I'm still learning this camera stuff. The most magical snowflake. Now, if you were drawn to this, I know that there's something unique about you. I know there's uniqueness about everybody, but see, a lot of us don't realize how unique we actually are. There's something about you. I know that there's been times where you've thought that you are strange, you don't fit in, nobody likes you, you shouldn't be here, there's no purpose for you. And I'm here to let you know that Spirit says, what a load of shit. You are so worthy of being here, and you really need to hear this message today, because I feel like there's been time of a little bit of perhaps depression. There's been a lot of heaviness around you, and I'm here to let you know that Spirit's taking that away for you now. The burden's lifting as we speak, because it's time that you realize that your uniqueness is what has actually got you through. Okay, so that's our little snowflake. So let's take some more information in our beautiful card that comes with it, and how fitting is that? Be authentic. The thing is, when we're a little snowflake, it's sometimes hard to realize how magical we are, so we start following other people. We become influenced by other people's reactions. We don't realize, but we get a bit of an emptiness in ourselves, and we start taking on everybody else's stuff. And the thing is, you're actually allowed and permitted to be your true self. And that's what this card is really sharing with you today. It's time that you just go, you know what? Maybe I am a little odd. Maybe I am a little bit left field. Maybe I am a little bit peculiar. Maybe I, am strange, and all these titles you put on yourself. Or maybe you're just freaking amazing, and it's okay to be exactly that. I personally am drawn to peculiar, strange, unique people, because that's what I see myself as. And I actually see it as I guess it could be a talent. It could be a magic power, because if I was someone who went along with mainstream, if I was someone who went along with everything, I wouldn't be true to myself, and I wouldn't be authentic. And I need you to know that Spirit is here to say, hey, little snowflake, you're allowed to be you. And it's time that you embrace who you are. It's time that you allow yourself. Now, if you have a look at this card, you'll see that this lady is quite elderly. And now I see that as a message that she's grown into her wisdom. She's grown into accepting herself for who she is. And I'm here to say to you today, don't wait. Don't wait till we're elderly. We've all got more years in us, but it's time to be authentic here and now. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for an opportunity. It starts here and now. And in that, you're allowed to retreat and recharge, but make sure you're retreating and recharging. You're not just retreating, okay? Because you've done enough of that, feeling that you don't fit in, feeling that you've been the odd one out. But it's now time that Spirit's giving you permission to say, okay, now it's time to literally be your authentic self, but don't just charge on out and go, okay, this is me, and I'm just going to say what I want when I want, don't care, blah, blah, blah. It's not about that. It's about you tapping into your magic, your uniqueness. But in order for you to do that, or to do it properly so that you're satisfied, you need to think it through. And in that, sit back and really get to know who you are and give yourself permission to come out all guns blazing, but in a real nurturing way where people will be like, oh my gosh, is that you? Like, I just love your vibe. I love your energy. I love that you're really stepping into who you are. And I just want to pull one more card just to help you along with that journey. Notice the patterns. So I want you to also be very mindful of your thought patterns, because you can really just go back to retreat. And bang, that's it. See you later. But notice your patterns. Notice what your behaviors are. Did someone say one thing that upset you and that was it? You shut down and didn't turn up to the party? Or was it something you said? Or did you, put a top on and look in the mirror and realize there was a button that popped and there's nothing in your wardrobe to wear? Or you've put on an extra kilo? Or, oh my gosh, this is all too hard. I'm just not doing this. I'm just going to retreat and not come back. But this is permission to say, notice the patterns, notice that you are a divine being, notice that you are a snowflake. But remember, snowflakes are all original. None of them are identical, and that's the beauty of it. But do also notice that they can melt away if it gets too hot. So make sure the pressure's not too hot for you, a little bit at a time, and in your recharging time, you will be able to realize your patterns, realize the way you treat yourself, realize what you'll get triggered at, realize all that sort of stuff, because you are delicate. You are very delicate. Allow yourself to be delicate. It's not a problem. But keep moving forward, because we need to see you now. And that is your message for card number 1 with the beautiful snowflake trinket. Now, card number 2, trinket number 2. Who went for this gorgeous feather? Now, this to me isn't just any feather. It is actually a really strong feather. The strength and the resilience in this trinket as I hold it is what's front of mind for me. It's got a beautiful middle part, the spine, I guess you'd call it, that's holding all these delicate little feathers in one's place. So I know straight away with you is that you have got a lot of things that you keep together. You would be the peacemaker. You would be the person that people go to give them a boost to continue. I wouldn't be surprised if you're a healer. I wouldn't be surprised if okay. If you are a healer, this is a message for some people. It wouldn't resonate with everybody, but if you're a healer and you're not getting paid for your services, here's a message from Spirit saying you're worthy, and you can now start charging, or you can up your price. Okay? That won't resonate for everybody, but that is certainly something that comes through. Now, the card I get with this beautiful one is feel. Okay? Feel. Now, you'll see the rainbow there. Now, I really want to get the feather again, because a feather, if you were to if you were hot, you could wave a feather and you'd get a gentle breeze. When it drops, it's very gentle. Okay? When you handle a feather, you need to be gentle, else it can break. So I know that you're very delicate, much the same as the card number 1 with the oh, I've just gone blank. What is it? A snowflake. But it's time that you allow yourself to feel what you're feeling, because the pressure can build up by taking on everybody else's stuff, okay? So you're allowed to feel what you want, and in that, it brings a lot of release and a lot of joy. A lot of your tension will be released. Now, she's not only holding a rainbow in her hands, and I see the rainbow as healing, because, if you're a healer or you do Reiki or something along those lines, your hands will switch on and you'll have the beautiful colors of the rainbow, which can be our chakras and all the balancing energy. So that's definitely coming through. But I know she wears flowers around her neck. So flowers is all about beauty. You like pretty things, you like people smiling, and you feel like that's your your duty. But the thing is, your duty is for you to be feeling strong, being that centerpiece for all those little feathers that you know come off at every which way, every angle. So be mindful that you're looking after yourself. So that is your main message here, that you're allowed to look after yourself, number one, because when you do, you're going to be so much more present for everybody else. Now, I do know you're a healer, whether or not you know it or not. The next card we get here is find your motivation. So what is your motivation? Is it because you, you know, like other people to be happy? Or is it because it feels good for you to know that you're helping? Like, what's your actual motivation? And whatever it is, it's not wrong. It's your motivation. But I still want to keep talking about the money side of things. Even if you're not a healer, I know that there's a financial message here that whatever you're getting paid for now, you need to be getting paid more, regardless of what you do. Regardless of what you do, even if you're not employed, there's something where there's an option or an opportunity here for money to come to you that you're not asking or receiving. So just be mindful of that, because it's popped in twice for me and I can't ignore that. But when you find your motivation, why are you doing what you're doing, or why aren't you doing what you're doing? Like, there needs to be a bit more flow because of your gentleness and how you know, you could easily break. It's too strong. This feather's too strong, but feathers do break. Not this one so much, because it just feels, the strength in it is you know, really, really strong. But you need to know why you're doing the things you're doing, just to understand yourself a little bit more so that you stay resilient and strong, okay? And I just want to pull one more card just to finish off this message. Come back to center. Okay, for you to get your answers here, if you're going, oh yeah, that's well and good, Connie, but I'm not really following, or how do I do it? It's about coming home, coming back to your center and finding out, how are you feeling? Why are you doing this? Ask yourself the big questions. Write them down. Burn them if you have to. Just whatever works for you. But no, if you see here, there'll be a few of you that are reading this now, or listening to this now, excuse me, that would possibly be pregnant. Because I can see that this really represents a womb to me. There's a little bit of inner child healing going on here that's necessary, whether or not you're pregnant or not. There's inner child stuff going. Now, the thing is, we do carry things from the womb. So there could be things that you're addressing here that you've carried from the womb. And you're ready to have a really good look at that, because you, like I said, you're very strong, you're resilient. I'm actually not concerned for you being drawn to the feather, as in it's going to break because it's too strong. I'm not concerned about that. That's not what's coming out. It's more about you unpacking stuff to remain this way, okay? And the idea there is to come back to center. And I just want to go back to this first card here. It's 3 and 4, which is feel, so that's a 7 for me. You've also got the 7 over here to come back to center, all right? And that to me really stood out. So that is your card for reading for number 2 for the feather. And you know what? You are doing a fantastic job. But you're just not stopping to check in with yourself like you should be. And that's the card reading for number 2. Last but not least, let's go to card number 3. Now, this comes with the key. Now, before I get into the card, keys are very symbolic. Keys are all about opening doors, you know, locking doors. So there's almost something here that's all about a cleanse, because we get the summon the rain card as well. And I didn't turn the cards at the same time with the other 2 readings, but I did with this one, which I can't ignore. So I know that at the moment there's a big need for a massive flush, whether this is a physical cleanse, a spiritual cleanse, throwing things out from underneath your bed, just having this real big let go of the old stuff to be able to put the key in to open the new stuff. Look, this could be a physical key also. You may have a key that keeps breaking, a key that you keep losing. Like, I'm very big on keys. So if I hear one of my clients is having issues with their key, to me, that's moving forward. To me, that's opening doors and really expressing what's next. Now, the thing is with this key, if you were drawn to this one, there's no way you can move forward to your best or highest potential until you literally summons the rain. Summon the rain. Like, call in the big guns, call in the big archangels to come in to help you release. I went to a healing, sound healing the other day, and it was a magical thing. So I know sound healing would be something that would really resonate with you at the moment. The frequencies will help shake out anything that's stagnant. And with that, as soon as the sound healing finished and we were in this beautiful meditation, the rain just started falling, and we could hear it on the windows and the roof, and it was just so symbolic. And I know rain at the moment, whether you're in the southern hemisphere or not, because we do have a lot of rain at the moment, is something that's really symbolic, because it's really cleansing and washing away the old stuff, the old thought patterns, the old events that we're holding on to. Now, if you're in the northern hemisphere and you don't have so much rain at the moment, just YouTube a beautiful rain meditation or a sound healing, because it's something that really needs to shift energy that you've got stuck at the moment, because it's time that you move. And that could be physical, moving house, whether or not you've got yourself a caravan, you want to go traveling for a while, or just literally moving your body just to move the stagnant energy. But it's time to summon the rain. So look at the darkness, look at it, welcome it, embrace it, release it, and get on with it. The next card we've got is offer. Okay. Now, there's a story in everybody's darkness. And it's not something that you need to go through by yourself. This card is suggesting that you offer what you've got. And if you're in a space where you need to summon the rain to cleanse that sort of stuff, offer the story of your journey. Offer how you're feeling, experiences. Share with other people so that they can understand where you're at, so they can understand what you have to offer. Because in our story comes so much healing and so much growth, not for ourselves, but for others. If you feel that you need to lose your, I don't want to say lose your shit, but if you need to cry in front of your children, do it, because that offers them so much more. It lets them see who you are. Don't try to hold it together for them, because what's that teaching them? What is that teaching them? That it's okay to hold in your feelings? Because, in my experience and in the messages that I'm receiving today, it's okay to be vulnerable. And like we've said many times, unpack your stuff, but don't unpack to live there. And show people that are around you that you have feelings too, and you're allowed to come undone at times. But don't live there as if that's all you're going to do. So if you want to have a moment for a day or two of just binge watching Netflix and eating chocolate and crying, then do it. But don't make that a full week. And if it's been a week, get up, because you've got too much to offer. Start telling your story to someone so that you can hear yourself say it. So that it's another release. But I really want to say again, please clean under your bed. So I don't know what's under there. It could be just dust. I don't know if you've got a bed that's actually just flat on the ground, but there needs to be some energy shifting because you're lying on that. I know I've been getting into water divining of late. So I know that you've got, we need to see what's going on under the earth, like the streams and all that type of geopathic energy. So I do recommend you take a look into the geopathic energy going around your home, which is something that's coming to me. And in all of this, you're going to stretch and expand. Not only are you going to just go, oh my gosh, you know, I'm really looking at big things. I'm asking the big questions. I'm doing things that are out of the ordinary, but I'm doing something different. This is where you're going to grow the most. But if you have a look at this gorgeous card, this beautiful soul here has just taken a blind leap of faith. They are mid-air, arms and legs extended, yet there's a beautiful release and a smile on their face. So it's time that you just take the leap. Take the leap, release everything. If you have to get messy, but don't stay there. It is a progressional thing. It is a journey, and it's time that you let go, because you have the key. You have the key to shut doors behind you and to open brand new ones. And that is your message for Trinket number 3. I hope you enjoyed these messages. These were actually quite, I want to say evolutional. Is that even a word? Like, it's very much a shift. Big shifts are going on for everybody at the moment. And they will continue to happen over the next few years a lot. So just embrace who you are. Be mindful of how you hold yourself. But in that, in all these readings, in that, be truthful, be kind, and be honest with yourself. Really see what's going on for you and be okay with it, and keep moving forward as a collective, sharing the love and light, being the love and light, but letting yourself be human at the same time. Okay, so they're your messages today. Thank you very much for tuning in, and please like and subscribe and share, and take care. Be kind to others, but especially be kind to yourself. See you next time. Peace out.